ABC News, the innovator of electronic journalism, proven to be the biggest and best source for a country that needs to know. World News Tonight. Its hard-hitting nightly news team is out in force across the country and around the world, dedicated to keep you informed. And time after time, we've been the first to break the news.
ABC News has learned that the Ayatollah Khomeini has...
Reliable sources have told ABC News the president will call for...
ABC News has learned that tomorrow in Washington, the FBI...
ABC News has learned...
And World News Tonight Sunday edition, rounding out a total commitment to bring you information. ABC Close-Ups, recognized for its tough investigative probes. Almost 50 major broadcast awards and an unprecedented Academy Award nomination, all in only 2 years. The ABC Close-Up series is the undisputed expert of catching history in the making.
Good evening, I'm Hugh Downs, and this is 2020.
2020, a new kind of electronic magazine, in focus with your needs, keeping you ahead of all the rest with weekly cover stories, special reports by Geraldo Rivera, interviews and profiles. 2020, focusing on the people who'll affect your life. And ABC News with full coverage of the Democratic and Republican race throughout the night. The 1980 vote. ABC News. Changing the way you live your life. New and aggressive. Constantly moving ahead. Around-the-clock coverage. Around the world. People committed to bring you the information you need today. Help you step forward tomorrow. ABC News. The leader in world news. From dawn to dusk, throughout the night, every day of the week, an elite team of technicians and talent gather across the country and around the world. They're backed up with an array of sophisticated equipment. This is the team behind the team of the undisputed leader in television sports, unsurpassed in their dedication to bring you nothing less than the best in sports coverage. ABC. Monday Night Football. This year, the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins kick off a fine season of 16 Monday Night Football games, primetime specials, and coverage of the Pro Bowl. NCAA football. The two rival teams of Texas and Arkansas play football like you've never seen football played before. And more national sports events. The Liberty Bowl, the Gator Bowl, and football's event of the season, the Sugar Bowl. Plus, ABC coverage of the Soccer Bowl. We're the best seat in the house as we take you ringside to witness the top-ranked boxers in the world. They're the biggest and brightest stars in television, hot to trot, giving it all they've got in an all-new battle of the network stars. A sports classic roars into action with same-day coverage, the most prestigious auto racing spectacle in the world, the Indy 500. Monday Night Baseball. Catch all the action as the division leaders battle their way to the top. ABC Sports delivers total coverage in prime time with the American and National League playoffs, plus exciting Sunday afternoon games. There's no competition. We've been the leader for over 20 years. No one's ever come close to the total performance we've been able to give the American sports fan. We're the team that won't be beat. You and me at ABC Sports. Specials come and specials go. But it takes more than fireworks to make them worth watching. It takes special people, like the stars that make the specials great on ABC. Relax. There's still something good in this world that you can count on. Perry Como hasn't changed a bit. But you better check your pulse when Ann Margaret struts the stuff that made Vegas roll over and play dead. John Denver is still king of the mountain with a great view of stars nobody else gets. And for an inside look at showbiz, nobody gets the scoop like Rona Barrett.
You know what?
He's Mrs. Davidson's son, John, but he's become part of everyone's family. And no brother and sister know their way around gold records like the Carpenters. David Hartman gets to know his way around the camera when a prize-winning photographer shows him the ropes. Cheryl Ladd proves there's a lot of talent wrapped up in this angel.
A lot of people think that my sense of humor is my best asset.
Really?
they're wrong.
John Ritter pops up with crazy solutions for life's ridiculous problems. But when the incomparable Barbara Walters asked the question, nobody forgets the answer. She's America's favorite, and she's out of sight. She's Goldie Hawn, singing, dancing. She's dynamite. And John Travolta, from Saturday Night Fever to Grease to his latest film, Urban Cowboy, he's Hollywood's new star. And now, 3 new superstars make this the greatest exclusive specials team in history. He's won every major country music award. And now he's going to take the whole country. He's Larry Gatlin.
I've got some really juicy information that I know will please our lady.
A house wherever she goes. He's America's favorite, Burt Reynolds. Now exclusively yours on ABC.
Thanks.
Seek an excursion to someplace new. Thrills and adventure awaiting you. Come on, let's take it. Yeah, we can have the world right at hand. Yes, we can. We're one big family in perfect harmony. Sing out for you and me. Everyone, you and me and
For the first time on television, acclaimed by critics as the most important book ever written about the American Indian. A story of their family life, language, pride, and their sorrow. Hunter Yo. Inside the Third Reich, Albert Speer's chronicle of the decay of an educated people mesmerized by a reformer turned tyrant. It's a first-person's account of a civilization that went mad with concentration camps, the secret police, and of the Holocaust that was inside the Third Reich. John Steinbeck's East of Eden, the story of 3 generations of an American family and the one woman who was the chilling centerpiece of their saga.
Do you feel anything?
You can't hit me. You don't have the courage.
An alley cat. A brass-bound, round-heeled, two-bit.
I want to come and work for you.
I'm sorry,
I mean work for you. You won't be sorry.
Oh, I recognize you, Buttercup. We're the same, me and you. Bad.
And the very touch of you, the smell of you, makes me want to vomit.
The devil's in our veins. Tempting us all the time to do what's mean and rotten. Just right. You just slept with your brother's wife.
Masada, the story of 2 cultures, locked in deadly conflict in the last hours of the Jewish rebellion against Rome. The story of 2 men in a classic confrontation of faith versus duty.
The ground you occupy is the property and territory of the Emperor, Senate, and people of Rome. In their name, I order you to depart from it.
I have warned you once. And one warning is all that he allows. The ground you occupy was given to the children of Israel by Almighty God.
Your country is one long and narrow graveyard already. For 7 years of us trying. Give us our due, man. We know how to kill.
As long as one of us is alive and remembers how to start a fire or hold a sword, this war will go on.
Peter O'Toole.
We cannot keep doing this. We are legionaries. We are not barbarians.
Peter Straub, Barbara Carrera, Anthony Quayle, and David Warner.
You can choose to fight them in the morning. They'll kill you. You can choose to hide from them. They'll find you. Or you can choose to take their victory from them. They will remember you.
Masada, Fortress of Freedom.
Surprise!
In his television directorial debut, Paul Newman brings to the American audience the celebration of life's ultimate drama, in all its tragedy and triumphs, and the personal struggle to overcome our last unconquerable fear.
Hopes, baby, that's what you got, is a bad case of the hopes.
The Shadow Box.
Mira, I want a divorce.
One woman's personal struggle.
Today, more clearly than ever, women do have choices.
I needed him.
A woman is a person who makes choices.
It's your life. Make something out of it.
A woman builds bridges. A woman makes children and makes cars. A woman writes poetry and songs. A woman is a person who makes choices.
Marilyn French's The Women's Room comes to ABC. This is the magic that made movies an American tradition. This is why America watches the movies on ABC. First, with the finest performances from the brightest stars. Now it comes together in one unrivaled package. Available this season. These are the movies on ABC. Jaws, the most unforgettable thriller of all time.
That's a shark.
And now, the attack is back.
Do something about this one, because I don't intend to go through that hell again.
Nothing will stop it. Look out, Jaws 2 is coming. You'll know why they call Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry.
He's jar to me, little man. You're just a maggot who sells dirty pictures.
When he becomes the enforcer. As a team, they've got everything. On the field, they're as tough as they come. Off the field, they're even better. They're the Oklahoma City Dolls. Nine little kids you can't take anywhere, because wherever you take them, they're bad news. The Bad News Bears go to Japan. Somebody's seen too much. Somebody's gone too far.
Somebody is putting people into comas.
Somebody's getting away with murder. Rocky Bleier was the same as 1,000 other wounded Vietnam veterans, except he played pro ball.
Rocky's liable to get killed.
Robert Urich is Rocky Bleier, fighting back. The funny girl you fell in love with is the lady you'll never forget. Barbra Streisand and James Caan. Funny lady.
Oh, Sidney, I saw your private.
Everybody who's anybody is checking in to Neil Simon's California Suite. Walter Matthau, Maggie Smith, Michael Caine, Jane Fonda, Alan Alda, Bill Cosby, and Richard Pryor. No! You'll never know who you'll run into in California Suite. For the first time on television, a movie about a miracle. The hopes, the dreams, and the triumphs of a young team of amateurs who did the impossible. Miracle on Ice.